Hey everybody, welcome back to Runaway Roses. On this episode, I'm just going to be showing a whole bunch of stuff we've been working on over the past week. A bunch of different projects, from fixing the AC again to removing some decals and building a custom table for the dinette in here. So if you want to check out what we're doing, stick around. So Carla and I are really excited to get this truck camper out and do some camping in it, but there are some projects that we've been working on and trying to complete, and the biggest one overall is to find a new refrigerator or fix the one that came out of it. So I did actually order a part for that, and should be here tomorrow. So I'm gonna give it one last chance, see if I can fix it, but if not, we're gonna have to find something else. And so I've just been trying lots of different things around the camper, and let me just kind of walk you around and show you what we've been working on. Down here is our refrigerator that pulled out of the camper. I did notice that it was missing the 120 volt heating element that actually goes down in that tube. You stick your finger down there, you can feel where another tube goes. And based on the wiring diagram up here on top of it, it actually shows that there's supposed to be a 120 volt heating element. So I actually ordered one of those. I was actually working on or just trying it out, doing some buffing on the camper. So you can actually see this little section here where it's kind of shiny. Maybe you can kind of see there's kind of flat and shiny, flat, shiny. So get this thing shined up, it's gonna look good. I did also try another little spot down here on the side. This area here I shined up. You can even see the reflection on the side of the camper. Like over here, it's just flat. I mean, it's clean, but it's not shiny. You get a reflection, no reflection, reflection, no reflection. So I'm excited to actually get the whole camper polished up, and it'll look good. You can see some leftover shine just from cleaning it. It's not terrible, but there's just some oxidation on there. So once I get to actually polishing it up with the buffer, so you can actually see our reflection of our other camper over there. So excited about that. Come on in here, you can see the other projects been working on. So there's a quick look at the finished table, but you'll see in this video some of what we did to actually build it. And then I did actually have to pull the top down, or the bottom, I should say, of the air conditioner, because we did find it leaking again. So I'm gonna have to put in a new gasket for that. So I gotta pop the air conditioner up. So I'm gonna get into that on this video. So I better get to work. So after I did all those repairs on the air conditioner, it's working great. However, we did notice that there was another leak coming into the camper. After we had a big rain one night, came out here, there was standing water on top of the air conditioner, or on top of the roof. And when we turned the air conditioner on, it started dripping again. So figured, well, it's gotta be the gasket. And so I was initially thinking I would just kind of snug it all down, tighten it up. But that wasn't the case. So I took the inside down off the air conditioner, and I found the problem. Let me show you. So here's what I found after inspecting the gasket all the way around the air conditioner. What I found was, if I can not block the light, that there is a hole right here in the gasket. You can see I can put my screwdriver all the way through it. So this side of the air conditioner and this side over here are both the returns, so it's pulling air in. So there was like a vacuum basically that was pulling water through this hole right up there, right going through the middle of the gasket. So so that's what was happening, is it was pulling some water through there, and it's coming right here in the front of it and just dripping straight down. So now I have to lift up the air conditioner, replace the gasket, put it back down. What I found was there were some beetles that were in the cover when I pulled the cover down. So when I pulled the cover to the AC down, there were some dead beetles in there, and I think those beetles just bored a hole right through that gasket. That's the problem. Simple as that, just a little hole in the gasket letting water in. So Better climb up on the roof and swap that gasket out. One thing I love about this new Lance 865 that we got, or new to us, is that it's not as tall as our old truck campers. I got a wasp flying around. So when I put it down, it gives me more headroom and I can actually get on top of the camper while it's in the garage. That's a big bonus right there. You can see the hole where that screwdriver came through. So yeah, that gasket really needs to be replaced. Those beetles must have like really tore it up back there. So I'll get my scraper and get to work. See there, look at that. I just chewed it up, that whole backside. The rest of it, well, there's a hole in it over here, but it doesn't go all the way through. Found another dead beetle fall out of there. Yeah, got it off. Just gonna see if I can clean this up a little bit and then put the new one on and clean up the roof. So the new gasket came with a filler strip right here, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off and put this one back there. The hardest part is holding this whole thing up, trying to almost do it one-handed. Could really use Carla's help, but she's working at the moment. Oh, you are. All right, the new gasket's in. Fits pretty good all the way around. It was actually not quite as wide as the original, but it fits around the 14 by 14 hole in the roof just perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it all snugged down and put back together. Well, the gasket's in place, got the AC back fastened down on the roof, and it's put together inside, and it's working like a champ. So the air conditioner should be 100% good from everything I've done. So now all I gotta do is get out and do some camping in this hot weather, because it's like 90 something degrees out today. So I haven't got it running in the garage here, but I've got to shut it off. But all right, move on to the next project. All right, well, Carla decided to open a can of worms, so here we go. We're about to pull some decals off this camper and do some other things. So what we're now getting into is we're gonna pull these gold stripes off the camper, the decals. We did that on our last Lance 1172, a 2015 model. It had the same graphics, same blue and gray, and then it has the same gold stripe. And for whatever reason, this gold stripe always cracks. Let me zoom in so you can take a better look. From a distance, they look good. And actually all these graphics up there, except for the gold, everything's in really good shape. This one up here, it's in really nice shape. But something about these gold ones, they just crack and split. I guess they just...
Just the reflective stuff in them, I think.
Yeah, Carla thinks maybe it was the original like metallic stuff in there. I think, yeah, maybe it caused it to get too hot or something, or just the material. But all the rest of them are good, except for these gold ones that are just kind of there, and you know, one across there. And she just took the one off the back. So that one's gone now. So the ones that are cracked are more difficult to get off because they just come off in little pieces. So
Calls for the Wonder Wheel.
yeah, we got some Wonder Wheel, so I'll have to bust that out. I did just get done washing the top of the camper, so it's looking better, not perfect. I just used some car wash soap because that's what we have. We don't have any TPO roof wash. I don't even know if they make that. They probably do. Something maybe we need to look into getting, but I'm gonna give the roof a wash. It needs it. Probably hadn't been washed in a long time. We're gonna scrub it. Carla's down there. She's gonna help me out. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Probably have to wash it a few times to get it really clean, but looks better. It looks better for now, and probably after a few cleanings, it'll probably really clean up.
Pain in the butt.
Yeah, it does not come off easy.
Yeah, we're
Haven't found any good way yet. And I did it on our other camper, and it took me hours and hours to get it all off. This is the Wonder Wheel. Been working my way slowly on this decal here. Over the years, I've found that if you work this in the opposite direction of the way that it's rotating, it helps to pull up the decal. But it does get hot, and it's hard on your wrist to hold it. You gotta take a bunch of breaks, but it does work. So we're getting it off. I have to come back, take some cleaner, and I may use the Wonder Wheel some more, get some more of this stuff off, and get the rest of that sticky stuff off, and then we'll get it clean. This is the Wonder Wheel box here. I've used it. Well, this one's called the Whizzy Wheel, but whatever. I've used many of these over the years, and this is how it comes. Actually, matter of fact, this one's brand new. I bought it a year or two ago. It just comes with the pad, and then it comes with the little extension. You screw it on there, and you put it on your drill, and you get to work. So I'll put a link to this. Got it on Amazon. Put a link to this below if you're interested. It definitely does work to get decals off, but it is kind of hard on your wrist and hard on the batteries on your drill and all that. But sometimes that's about the only thing that I've found that even works. See the sticker right here? Which I've already kind of started to try to get some of that off, and it was giving me a bit of a hassle, but you can see that one there, and then come over here to the other side, and that one's gone. There you can see a little bit of it underneath this silicone that's all the way around the edge. But got this one off, super easy. Carla ordered some stuff that took these decals right off. It was amazing how well that stuff works. So I'm looking forward to using that on all of these gold graphic decals up there. So maybe Carla will work on that over the weekend, or one of us will, but we're gonna get all these off, and I can't wait to show you what actually took this decal off, and it basically just kind of wiped right off. It just used a plastic razor blade and it just wiped right off. It was amazing. So stay tuned to see what we use for that. So I just kind of randomly started working on making a custom table for the dinette here one day, and I didn't bother to pull the camera out when I started it, but then I figured, well, I better show a little bit of it. So and it turned out great. Basically, I wanted to show it just because making more of a square table, and then I put a drop leaf in it. Turned out pretty great. It's made out of a birch plywood with a birch veneer, so it came out pretty great. I'm not a furniture maker by any means, but it's a lot more surface area, and it's going to work great when we get out and go camping. So check out how I made it. So here's the table. I got it upside down. I just put two 12-inch, I think they're 12-inch piano hinges on there, and then I've got these little slider things here for a drop leaf to hold the leaf up when it's out. So go ahead and screw those on, and then all we gotta do is stain it and put some polyurethane on it, and we're all set.
Table looks good. Todd built it, and now I'm staining it.
Yeah, looks good. Color's gonna match the cushions real well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 2 or 3 coats of polyurethane on it, make it shine it up, make it look great. So we're excited to have a new table. The size is gonna be great. So here I go. Dive in and get this thing shined up. Got a nice big table, gonna love that. And then if we want to drop the leaf, we can just slide the bars in on each side and drop the leaf down. And we could move the cushion, tuck underneath, and Taylor could lay right here. Or we can flip it around and make a big bed. So it's gonna make for a nice big surface area if we want to use our computer or for dinner or whatever. It's gonna work out great. Just from that little bit I was running the AC, it's dripping off the back, dripping on down, getting the floor wet, but that's good. So no water was dripping inside the camper. My AC fix must have done the job. Happy about that. One of the other things I was messing around with over the past few days, I was using this little wire wheel on a drill and just cleaned up all the brackets and the legs, and then repainted them with some Rust-Oleum white paint. So looks good. Did that all the way around. Here is just some random footage of what the timbrins look like when they spring back into shape after taking the truck camper off the truck after it's been sitting on there for a week. You can see when I raise the camper, the timbrins just come right back into shape. Pretty awesome. Those things work great.